Kiki Art, hello. How are you? Ooh. Snickerdoodle, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I did some moving around here today. There's that. Alrighty. Oh. How you doing, Snickerdoodle? How you doing, Kiki? If you're good, okay, good. I'm glad. Okay. Alrighty. Trying to get stuff together. I was just watching. I didn't realize what the time was. I was actually wanting to go a little earlier, but I was watching scammers scamming. Wait, scamming scammers is what I was doing. They're funny. Hi, is Les and Snickerdoodle? Yeah, I hear you. It's all right. Awesome. I'm doing good. Tired, but oh, excuse me, got a lot accomplished today. I am tired though. So, and I got a doctor's appointment and errands to run tomorrow. So yay! The real Johnny Blaze. Why not use the green screen? Because I'm hoping someone is going to come in here tonight that I am going to be hopefully have on panel. So, and if I'm using the green screen, that means I go through OBS, and you have to be with me before I even turn the OBS on for them to be on with me. So, has storms come through? Got some cool pics of lightning. I had thunder for about, I don't know, 3 minutes. That was it. I was so upset. She brings a whole new meaning to green screen. Yeah. So he says, "Oh, cool, yeah." So that's why, or else I would, because I'm actually want to do a show on psychic cringes. Oh God, and I just want to show shit in the background and stuff. It's yeah. So yeah. So I really do want to use it. I was wanting to do it yesterday, and I didn't for some reason. I forget why. So, Vintage Gal, hello. How are you? Really don't have a whole heck of a lot planned. I've just been tired. I've just been really, really tired. Cringes and creepies? I'm hoping that's what the person is coming on tonight can talk about. But no, this is psychic cringes. It's just these people are psychics that are not psychics. It's just funny as hell. Vintage Gal's doing great. Hourglass, hello. Have you seen anything on Libra Coin? No. No. I lied. There is an article somebody sent me that I'm supposed to read on it, but I have not read it yet. So technically I've seen something, but I haven't read it. What I think is funny is Facebook cryptocurrency. That's hilarious. Bashful Dame, hello. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I really am. I hope you are doing well also. I do. But anyway, I've been watching, and I got my granddaughter in on it. Hello, everyone that just came in. Says Snickerdoodle. I love Snickerdoodles, especially the soft ones. Well, anyway, So I've been watching this thing, and I turned my granddaughter onto it. And so I usually don't allow electronics at the dinner table. So the other day, me and her sitting there eating dinner, and I was telling her about it, and I allowed her to play her phone. Her phone was really loud. So I said, so she looked it up, and I said, all right. So me and her eating dinner, watching these these scammers being scammed and having their computers totally wiped out completely. And the guy's showing you how to do it. Eric Garcia, hello. Miss Cleo, call me now. Oh my God. You remember Miss Cleo, everyone. I loved Miss Cleo. I really did. But so I've been watching this guy. I think his name's Scammer Revolts. And he'll show you exactly what he's doing to wipe these scammers out. Completely wipe them out. Hazelite Vixen, hello. So I've been into doing that. And so Donna's like, Grandma, can we watch it? And I was like, yeah, we'll watch it at the dinner table. It's funny. LibreCoin is the Facebook currency. Oh, okay. They are partnered and will be accepted by Visa, MasterCard, eBay, Uber, Lyft, etc. 28 conglomerate companies so far and more companies to come. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I really am not. I really don't know how to feel about that. Hello, Hazelite Vixen and Eric Garcia. This is Bashful. Hazelite saying hi to Vintage. Eric Garcia, Miss Cleo was awesome. Scammed everyone, including myself. I loved Miss Cleo. My sister was going to call. And I said, Cheryl, you know what I see in the future? I can tell you right now, if you call Miss Cleo, you're going to get your butt whipped. Yes, that's what will happen. So there wasn't much to it. It's guys, it's effing weird. You won't need to have Facebook to use it. Oh my gosh. Lucy Ball live. Hello. How are you? Hey, Les. Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you, girl. Same here, hon. Same here. I hope you're doing well. I really do. Oh man, I was watching a bunch of Lucille Ball stuff the other day. I was just reminiscing. I am not kidding. It was actually last week, though. I was reminiscing with Lucille Ball. I just loved her. You know, love you, Les. It's Hourglass. Same here. Same here, Hourglass. I really need you on. I really would like to have you on here so we can go over cryptocurrency, describe it to people, you know, what's safe, what's not safe. You know, you're looking good. Thank you, Lucy. You're looking nice and redheaded yourself. She was a classic, a real hoot, yeah. I just loved her life, though. I mean, her mom and her just had all the faith in the world in her. And she just up and left and said, either I'm going to make it or I'm not. Kiki Art, it's like, I love Lucy. Oh, yeah, Lucille Ball was just great. And I just loved her as a person. Literally as a person. And Carol Burnett, oh, she's the last of her kind. I love Carol Burnett. And as nice as you see her, I have yet to hear anybody say that she's not just as nice in person. That's really how she is. Really. And she really is a family woman. She truly is. She always had her kids with her. And she spent time with them. Even when she was married to that one guy and she ended up with like 9 kids, including her own, you know. It was at any given time. I saw an old footage of her, Lucille Ball, and Lucy Arnaz. And they said it was on a I forget this. Dick Cavett. It was on the Dick Cavett show and said she has no less than 5 of her kids with her at all times. All times. No less than 5. And Lucy's like, yeah, I don't know how she does it. Love Carol Burnett. I used to guess if she talked to audience or not. Yeah. Snickerdoodle, I love Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball, Betty White are timeless. They are. They are. They truly are. Todd B, hello. Betty White, how old is she now? 120? And she's still the same. Just old. Still the same. It's a shame all these people that we saw when we were young that I still like. I look at Carol Burnett and I still see that lady doing the comedy skits, you know? Same with Betty White. I mean, I don't know if anybody in here, does anybody in here? Yeah, I think Betty White's like what, 92, 93, something like that. Does anybody in here remember Maude? Raise your hands. Betty, I don't know if people realize it, but Betty White was the neighbor on Maude. And she was a little sly vixen, I'm telling you. Yep, sure do. Yep. See, and that's, I remember B. Arthur. You can't miss B. Arthur. She was like 6 feet tall, or it's like, no, taller than that. I think maybe she was 6 feet, you know. So yeah, B was always tall. And then I was watching the movie Annie Main, but I was watching one with Rosalind Russell. Loved Maud. Wasn't that Phyllis's next? Wasn't that Phyllis next door to Maud? I don't know what Betty White's character's name was on there. I really don't. Watching the Golden Girls as we speak, says Celeste. Hello. Well, anyway, I was watching Annie Main with Rosalind Russell. It's one of my favorite movies, believe it or not. I know. But of course, I remember watching one with B. Arthur and Lucy Ball. And so, but Rosalind Russell is my favorite. But I do remember that got me remembering the B. Arthur and Lucy Ball one. So that was awesome. I said, didn't Lucille Ball do one? Yeah, I guess that was a musical movie. But yeah, I was reminiscing. Not Philip, I mean Cloris Leachman. No, wasn't she? Wait, wasn't she Mary Tyler Moore's neighbor? No, that was Rhoda. Sure, Jan, hello. Rue McClanahan was the neighbor on Maud. I thought it was Betty White. I really did. Cope and Clark, hello. I'm in for a minute or two. How are you, Les? I'm doing great. I got your letter. It's going out. Got your letter, hon. Yes, Phyllis on Mary Tyler Moore. Betty wasn't on Maud. Are you? I really thought that was Betty White on Maud. I really did. I really, really did. I'm sorry. Tom Clark just got back in town. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're safe. So anyway, yeah, I was reminiscing last week, that kind of thing. Have sick dog separation anxiety. Aww. That's a shame. 2 nights in a row. Nice, says Sarah. Hello. Yeah, I got sick of work. I've been farting around and working all day. Much as I can, but I've been working all day, and me and my granddaughter just got done doing stuff about an hour ago. Said screw it, I'm done. Cloris Leachman, I loved her too. Cotton Clark says it's the first I've ever left them. Oh, I'm sorry. You can get through this. Robin Cloudwater, hello. Hello. Silas B couldn't stand Betty. I read where B. Arthur didn't like Betty White whatsoever, even while they were filming. Really? We'll try to never do that against this Cobbin. Well, you shouldn't. Never leave your pets if you can help it. Damn. I don't know why B couldn't stand Betty White. She was freaking hilarious. And I work, says Cobbin. So I was doing a little bit of reminiscing last week. And watching these old movies and stuff. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sure Jen, no one liked Ann B. Davis or Marsha. Todd B. said. Really? How can you not like Ann B. Davis? Jeffrey Taddeo, did Cloris Leachman die? Not that I know of. I don't think she died yet. I don't think she's passed on yet. Whole nother generation out the door. Well, anyway, I've been into watching these scammers now. It's so weird because, of course, we get calls all the time. And Marsha. Todd, I know, in addition, Ann hated kids. Why do these people go on a show and they hate each other? I don't understand that. Says she was born in 1926. Who was born in 1926? I'm good copping, still stirring shit up on other streams. Oh my god, Eric. He was born in 1926. Learning something new today, folks. I really am. I'm learning a lot of stuff. What's the point? What's the point of being on a show if you don't like who you're... Oh, of course, Leachman. Ah. Silas, Betty White? I'm not sure. Anne hated kids? Yeah, Vintage. I'm learning a bunch of stuff now. I'm dead serious. Let's delete this if it's inappropriate. Look up Betty White. Okay. Kiki Art says, Kinky, I thought I was old. Of course, Leachman was born in 1926. All right. Why do I have to look up Betty White? I mean, is she... quickly check your search data settings. You can control how Google search works with your data. Well, I don't want to know right now. I'll have to read that later. I'm busy. Dan, she was born 1922. She's 97 years old. Oh my god. All right. Oop, no, I don't want Tom Clark, I unhooked my answer machine, got tired of the scam calls, let people of importance know I can be reached social media or by the phone. Um, the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. That's what I need to do. Cloris Leachman has an Oscar. White's nude pics, she looked sweet and wholesome. I didn't know, really. Kiki Art says Betty's perfectly pickled. Sarah says Cloris Leachman is from my hometown of Des Moines, Iowa. So are Slipknot. Ah. Kiki loves Cloris. Todd B said Leachman was in Young Frankenstein. Calkin says my favorite Carol Burnett. She is going to make it to 100. I hope she does. Betty is like Barbara Stanwyck. Oh, God, does anybody remember Barbara Stanwyck? Looks good forever. Eric Garcia, Joan Rivers was my fave. So sad when she passed. Yeah. Now that was a shocker. Yep, Betty posted the nude. I had no idea. Loved Joan. You can tell my hair's a mess. Been wearing my hat all day. Yeah, I did not know. Okay. Learn something new every day about people. Yep, Barbara Stan. What was that one show? Big Valley. That's where I first saw Lee Majors. I fell in love with Lee. And then he became $6 Million Man. And I had to have the word game. I had $6 Million Man doll. Joan Rivers' death was especially tragic because it was so unnecessary. No kidding. Mizuki Mel or Mizuki Me. Hi. Hello. You know, that was a setup. What was the setup? I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy Carter is the first U.S. president to see 100. Is he still alive? Linda Evans was on Big Valley too. Yes. Yeah, one too many cosmetic surgeries. Yeah. I wasn't surprised about Joan Rivers. Saw it coming. Oh gee. Fall Guy. I remember the Fall Guy. I had Bionic Woman board game. So did I. And I had the Bionic Woman doll. Yes. Maybe it was the Bionic Woman board game. And I know I had both dolls. Very much so. He just had a hip replacement a couple years ago. Wow. Learned something new. Sheila, it wasn't about cosmetic surgery. Jeffrey Taddeo, I wanted to bang Bionic Woman back in the day. Hey, so did I. She's still a good looking woman. She's still. Oh my gosh, little miss. Hello, Big Valley. Ha ha ha. Jones passing. Rivers had a procedure done in the office that should have been performed in a hospital. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's a shame. Jeffrey Taddeo, Cheryl Teagues in that bikini poster. Holy crap. She should have had a different doctor as well. Silas says, I thought she had gone in for more and there were medical complications. Yeah, I thought it was from the hospital. I didn't know it was in the office. Leachman's Oscar was for her role in The Last Picture Show. I just Googled it. He was in Coppin. The doctor was in Political Pockets. What does Joan have to do with political? And by a doctor who was not a board certified plastic surgeon. Oh man. Oh. Huh. I never watched The Last Picture Show. Okay. Oh, I didn't know he was live. I did not know. Oh. Wow. The doctor couldn't do it in a hospital. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, jeez. Liz, have you seen Rocket Man yet? No. I have not seen Rocket. Is it even still in the theaters? I've not seen it yet. I should. I should just bring it up on TV. So, Sarah says you should. It's a good movie. Follow up Texasville is good, but not the classic that Tia, the Last Picture Show is. Tom Clark, the good news, he didn't get away with it. Good. Sure, Jan says Sarah. I would have thought that Joan would have known better than to go to that surgeon. Why no green screen tonight, says Todd. Well, because I'm hoping somebody comes in that I want to have on panel. And she asked if I was going to be on tonight because we're talking. I'm hoping Dar comes in. That's why. I said if she comes in tonight, I won't go green screen. I'll go normal so that way she can come on panel. Colton Clark says no one remembers her slip of the tongue about a political figure. No. Lee Majors is still alive. He's 80 years old. I always thought he was cute. I don't know what he looks like now, but I always thought he was cute. Then again, I think Sean Connery's still cute too, so maybe not so much now. But you know. No green screen tonight? Chris, hello. No, because I'm hoping Dar was going to come in and come on panel with me to talk about the stuff that goes on in her house. And so I told her if she was going to come in tonight, I will not go green screen. So that way she can come on panel. So Cotton Clark says she did training talk once too often. There's a doco about Rivers called A Piece of Work. It's really funny really funny, but oh my God, is it loaded with profanity? Oh, I'm sure it is. Michelle Reese, hello. Chris says, oh, okay. Yeah, or else I would, I swear. Trust me, I'd be on my green screen. Cami SS, hello. Cami SS. Hey, Chris, my favorite web porn producer. Oh my God. When that slipped, I remember thinking, oh shit, says Coppin. Sela says, that's so strange because they had her featured on that show with the medical examiner, and it showed her on an operation table with a tube while they were doing the procedure. What? Clark says, just my opinion. Sarah says, the only part that could be shown on TV uncensored is where she and her grandson volunteered for God's Love We Deliver, which is Meals on Wheels for people with AIDS and other chronic illnesses. How old is her grandson now? Honestly, it seems like yesterday he was just born. Dead serious. Gimme SS, Station, Eric, Jeffrey, Little Miss, Sela, Spinach, Heart. Yeah, how old is Joan's grandson now? Melissa's boy. I used to think Melissa looked exactly like Joan. He was about 10 at the time, so he'd be a teenager now. Daggone. I swear, it seems like... who's Seal? I don't see a Seal in here. Oh, okay. Oh, you're okay. I was wondering. Damn, he's got to be close to 20. It literally seems like he was just born yesterday. Dead serious. But I think I want to volunteer for Meals on Wheels. I was thinking of something I can do to volunteer, and I'm thinking Meals on Wheels. There's a couple of them, but Meals on Wheels was one of them. Google again. Edgar Cooper Endicott is 19. Wow. Wow. Complexity list. Okay, he was born December 1st, 2000. He's 18 now. Googled. Okay. Yeah, it just literally seems like he was just born yesterday. But I tell you what, my life is going too quick. It really is. My life is going too quick. But they say the older you get, the faster it goes. They mean it. He will be 19 December 1st. Awesome. Colin Clark says it does, doesn't it? Yeah. The older you get, the faster it goes. Yeah, totally mine too. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, what can I say? Well, man, I liked her interviews from her bed. Do you remember when Perez Hilton used to do interviews in his bed? That was so funny. I think he did Amy Winehouse from his bed. Liz, how's that sperm whale or whatever you adopted? We adopted a humpback whale a couple months ago. This month, I'm waiting. It said it was sent out for Octavia the octopus. It's still not here. So let's see. It's 20th. All right. So who knows? It might be here. Sarah says, one of my former coworkers wrote on Facebook that she and her teenage daughters did Meals on Wheels for community service hours required for school graduation. Really? I can't stand Perez Hilton. Sorry. Well, neither can I. But I said, do you remember when he used to, Colton Clark? Hey, all my friends, babies have either graduated this year or teens. I'm telling you, they were horrified at the conditions under which some of those people lived. Yeah. You're right, Sarah. That's why I kind of want to do that. Because you never know. I might be a recipient one day. You never know. Cotton Clark don't care for Perez Hilton. Neither do I. Not at all. He was as bad on CBB as Trish was on BBUK. Oh, my God. Oh, Anna Grissom. Hello. Yeah, I don't care for Perez Hilton. But I just remember early on, he used to do interviews in his bed. You know who I really like? I really like, and some people are going to hate me for this, but I really, really, really like Sharon Osbourne. I really do. My grandmother got it for a while before she went to a nursing home. They always gave her enough for lunch and supper. Awesome. Awesome. But I really like Sharon Osbourne. I wish she'd had her own talk show back. Oh, I like Sharon too. She is smart and funny. I loved her talk show when she had it. I do not know why they took it off the air. Sarah says, I do too. I think I would like her if I knew her personally. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She just cracks me up. I think she's funny, and I know she's smart as can be. And she pulls no punches. And she really, really, really loves Ozzy. Even though he's cheated on her. Or that he went back, there for a short time. He got drunk or was doing drugs and stuff again, and she left him, and they're back together. She's not going to go through it. Gene Wilder passed. When? The more I see her, the more she's growing on me, says Coppin. Sarah said, having grown up in Des Moines, I was not at that infamous show where he bit off a dead bat but bit the head off. But I knew a lot of people who were. Now, I remember the interview where they asked Sharon about that. And she said, Sharon said, Ozzy really thought it was a fake bat. Really thought it was fake. And she said he did not know. And she said, actually, none of us knew. It was a joke. It was a prank. And well, it was a prank that was disgusting. So, are they back together? Yeah, they're back together. I don't like anything British but the Queen and Pita. Hasn't Gene Wilder been deceased for a little while? Yes. Since 2016. Sarah said the next day, the newspaper reported that younger members of the ER staff were explaining Ozzy to older staff who didn't believe the story. Colin Clark said, no, he just passed. Well, yeah, Vintage just looked it up and died August 29, 2016. Bashful Dame. Oh, you're still here? Hi. I have seen Ozzy 4 times. He puts on a great show. Yeah. She loves dogs. That makes Sharon cool. I just like Sharon. I mean, she just has this quality about her. There's just that certain je ne sais quoi about her. And I just love her. I wish she had her own talk show. Best Willy Wonka ever. Yep. Nobody will take the place of Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka. Ever. Ever. Or Young Frankenstein. Ever. Oh, I just love me some Sharon Osbourne. And I do agree with Todd. I love me some pita. Although my phone's dead, so if anybody tried to call, I mean, it is like really in the red. I should have plugged it in. And I love the Queen. Sarah, nowadays the older employees would have probably explaining him to the younger people. Exactly. Exactly. Connie Baldwin, hello. Ozzy's Ozzy. That's all there was to it. Ozzy's just Ozzy. So, um, anyway, Nicole A, hello. How are you? So my thing, now that Todd mentioned it, the Queen, I have been watching stuff about the Queen too. I just love British history and I love the monarchy and stuff like that. Just checked and it was 2016. Yahoo and Facebook News is behind times. Yeah, I love Ozzy too, says Connie. Howdy, Vintage. Anna Grissom, Willy Wonka is my go-to movie for happiness. Oh my god. I don't know anyone who doesn't love the original Willy Wonka. The Johnny Depp one, I didn't. Probably, if I had not seen the original, I would probably like it very, very much. But since I'm old, there are just some things. You guys, have you noticed they're they're remaking movies that should not be remade? Colton Clark, hi, Bashful. Long time no see. Nicole A, doing good. How are you? I am doing great. Tired, but I'm doing good. Just been keeping busy, getting things done, which needed to be done. Oh. I got the test results from my echocardiogram today. They called. It's good news. Thank God. Now, I've told you that, and I respect Jack Osborne too. He has come into his own with his paranormal shows. Exactly. And I like Kelly too. I like the whole family. Me too. Yes, no one in Hollywood can write a decent new movie. Yeah, I know. Those kids have matured well. Yeah. Anna Grissom, how is Art Deco? That's art. He's just been working. Willy Wonka is almost 50 years old. Yeah, 1971. Um, but okay, you guys know that my heart problems isn't exactly originally isn't wasn't exactly with my heart itself. It's with all the things going into it. I have multivascular occlusions, whatever they call it. Okay. They don't know how I got it. My cholesterol at the time was only 78. And they do not know how it started. There's no way. I said I don't eat a lot of meat. When I tell people I don't eat a lot of meat, I really, really do. Well, anyway, so was last year or the year before last? Early last year. I think it was early last year when I went to the hospital. I told them I was having a heart attack and they wouldn't believe me. And I said, I throw false negatives. I can be in the middle of a massive heart attack and it would show that I'm not having one. And I said, it should be on my chart. I throw false negatives. I didn't know it could get that low. Yeah. Yeah. It's on my chart. Yeah. Even Dr. Rajub, he says, you were only 78 when this all started. How did you? There's no history of heart disease or anything like this in my family. Well, anyway, but it is true. That's God's honest truth. It was only 78. And which people, I said, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're full of blubber. I mean, because I don't eat a lot of meat. I really don't. And so I get my proteins and stuff through other things. But I don't cook with a lot of fats or anything. And also, I don't know. It was just the way that I cooked. I mean, I could have. I think like one time, I don't know if you can still buy them now, but at one point you can buy like a little 2-pound bag of sugar and or box, and I would get little tubs of butter, and I wouldn't even go through it. Dead serious. I mean, I just didn't. I don't cook my eggs normally, like normal people. I don't make my scrambled eggs like normal people. I don't put butter, grease, or anything in my skillet. Like if I make scrambled eggs, because the dietitian told me that it was bad, and I was like, "How are eggs bad for you? It's from God." I said, "It comes out of chicken's butt." And she said, "Oh, it's bad for you." I said, "How? It's from God. It's natural." Well, she was talking about putting in grease and like if you make scrambled eggs, you put it in, cook it with butter, and you add milk. And I was like, "No, I don't." And she said, how do you make your eggs? I said, I heat the skillet to where it's good and hot, and you put ice cold water in your eggs, scramble it up, throw it in there, boom, they're light and fluffy. There you go. But still, anyway, yep, they still make the 2-pound packs of sugar. Yeah, I sometimes get them for the food pantry. Yeah, I wouldn't go through it. I mean, I said, you guys, I don't cook. My mom taught me how to cook, Well, anyway, so so when I went in the hospital early last year, they let me lay there all night on a nitro drip after I told them I throw false negatives. I told them, call my doctor. Call my doctor. They wouldn't call my doctor. They let me lay there all night. And he looked at my chart and he comes running my room. And he's like, what are you doing here? And I think I've told this, I was like, I'm just enjoying the scenery. He's like, no, you got to go. You're having a heart attack. You're having a heart attack. And I barely had time to make a phone call. I was like, call mom and dad, you know. I told them I was having a heart attack. So we thought there was some damage to the heart because you're eating from ass. Skywarp, hello. It's been a long time. So then recently I was diagnosed with CHF. But I was watching them when they were doing the echocardiogram. And I said, no, tell me if I'm wrong. I said, I'm not a professional. But I said, I don't really see any fluid around that heart. And she said, no, there's really not fluid around there. So anyway, I got the results back today. And all of my valves are great. There was no damage to any of my valves. They're working fine. They're great. They're in great shape. And the heart itself is actually very little damage, and that it is pumping well within normal limits. It is squeezing out the blood like it's supposed to. So my heart itself is actually still in great shape. So I'm so pleased with that. I got that news today. That had me so worried. So I was like, I really thought there was major damage, and they really did think that too. So I have my appointment with my cardiologist tomorrow. And yeah, I'm very happy. Now it's all the shit that goes to it is the issue. But the heart itself, no, there's not even a snowball's chance right now. There's not even a long-term view ever needing a heart transplant. So I'm very, very happy. Judith Espinoza, honey, hello. I've been looking for you. I've been trying to write you on the email that I got with your order. I need your address. I don't have an address for you. But yeah, it is good news. It was great news. I have a leakage in one valve, but doctors isn't concerned. So yeah, all my valves, they're strong, they're fine. They're, and then the damage, there wasn't really a lot of damage at all. I am still well within normal limits. My heart is pumping like it's supposed to. Were you considered for a transplant at one time? I asked, and of course, the doctor's not going to say anything. But I was concerned about that. And they weren't going to, they never said anything about it. But that was one of my concerns because of what happened. And then they said, no transplant at all. Because that was one of my concerns. I really thought there was a lot of damage and stuff. So, Lusty, hello. How's my Lusty? So no, they didn't consider me for him because they would just consider it no hope, so to speak. But no, there's that was one of my concerns, is that I would need a heart transplant, and I don't. So they're like, oh no, there's no, we're not even thinking that. That's not. And I was like, oh thank God, Hey, wake up everyone. Hey, wake up every morning, so can't complain. Yeah, that's true. So that's how I look. My feet hit the floor. I'm having a great day. So I am happy about that. I am extremely happy about that. So I've been in a good mood all day and working. So like I said, though, I'm not as quick, but I do. So yay. There's a lot of things I'm concerned with, there's some things that I'm still concerned with, and I'm scared. So Transplants are done much less frequently than even a decade ago. Most of those patients can be managed now with less drastic measures. Yeah, but I really thought so, but it's not really the engine itself is working. It's like the spark plugs and shit going to it. I figure the morning I don't wake up, how the hell will I know exactly? Exactly. But so I got some great news today, so I'm happy. So I figure if the engine is still firing, then hey, you know. But so yay, Les, you need more cholesterol. Taco Bell, right? No, because they're making me eat meat. Um, and so I've eaten more meat. And now my cholesterol, I think, is up to 99, and I'm pissed off. Sarah always seek alternative measures. Um, yeah, I don't like, and so I've decided I'm going back to the diet I had before. I was happier. I don't like a lot of meat. I really don't. Talk about, oh my God, that will really do her in. Oh, no, I just my cholesterol's up to 99 now. Well, it was up a little higher. But you see, I can't take statins. They keep trying to give me statins. And I said, I cannot take statins. And they've given me like 5 or 6 different kinds. And every time I have a reaction. And I told the doctor one time, I said, look, we like the Energizer Bunny. We keep on taking. Exactly. But I told the doctor, and I love my doctor. He is cocky as shit, and I love him for it. And if you don't know how to talk to him, he can be kind of intimidating, but we laugh and have a good time because he knows I don't care. And but I told him, I said, do you think maybe I don't need statins? And then he goes, well, you are diabetic, and a heart patient, and we want to keep the cholesterol down. And I said, look, doc, I said, my cholesterol is lower than any normal healthy person's, and I take no medicine for it. What does that tell you? I don't need them, and I refuse. So, Les, do you still have your phone with messaging? Yes, I do, Judith. Yes, I do, sweetheart. I've been wanting to send that out, and I was like, and I have the email address they gave that is given with your order. I've tried to write that 18 million times, and it always comes back. And I've been praying that you've been coming in, that you would come in here. Dead serious. Years ago, they mixed dried dog food in meat. It was a good thing. Carlton Clark says, I take statins. I can't take any statin. That's good, Les. My doctor's like that. Yeah, my doctor was cocky as shit, but he's good as hell. He's good as hell. And I'd rather have a cocky, good doctor than a well-mannered, funny, bad doctor. I'll send it there. My phone is acting up. Okay, sweetie. Yeah. I've been wanting to send it, baby. I really have. I've been wanting to send it, but I was like, oh, crap. Oh, crap. Him work or school account problem? No, I don't have one. Sorry about that. Him and I go back and forth all the time. He's always straight up with me. That's what I love. A doctor who's straight up. Don't hide anything. I have horrible cholesterol and triglycerides. Familial triglycerides worse than cholesterol. I don't have that. And I don't get it because my mom and my sisters got really high cholesterol. And I don't. But they're meat eaters. Oh my God. I don't know about my dad. I don't know about him, but I know my mom and my sister has high cholesterol. But they're literally meat potatoes every night, that kind of people. And I can't do it. People should not use statins unless they are at very high risk. Those medications are dangerous. Yeah, I refuse to take them because I don't need them. Connie says, but they're better now. Yeah, if you're taking a medicine and you have a reaction, you don't need it. I don't need them. Well, you're a diabetic. Well, when my cholesterol gets to 200, let me know. My hemoglobin levels keep dropping and still can't figure out why. Wow. Is it bad that I don't care? Don't care at all about my cholesterol. Yeah. Like 1,200 on the triglycerides. I'm copping. My husband is having issues with being anemic and they cannot figure out why. Oh my God, I can't imagine my triglycerides that high. I forget what my triglycerides are. I haven't even gone to the post office. It's been too damn hot. 105 degrees here and heat index 115. Girl. Jeezy, cow, where do you live? The sun? Connie says, dang, Judith, do you live in Arizona? Oh my God. They're usually around 100 or 111. And I forget what mine is. Even Dr. Zhub is like, it's the nurse that came in that one time when the doctor told me I'm just waiting to die. The nurse came in and said, it's almost like you have no bad cholesterol at all. And that's when I told her, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're full of blubber. I was at doctor like 3 years ago. He did blood work. Within 4 hours later, I was in ICU having blood transfusion. My hemo was 5. Oh my God. Cotton Clark says, no vintage. Judith says, feel like hell, but deep South Texas. Jeez. Connie's like, I'm in Texas too. Clark said, it's not bad. You live in the valley? And Judith says, really, Connie? And Clark says, 110 here the last few days. I would have died. I literally don't care about my cholesterol. I'm going to eat what I want. I just lost 30 pounds and thinner than I've been in years. You go, girl. You go, girl. And see, my mom eats healthy as hell too, but she does eat meat. But she's healthy as hell. I don't know why her cholesterol's so high. I did not get it. Binge losing weight helps out so much. No, close to Laredo. Yeehaw, Laredo, Texas. Well, I've got an air conditioner, so it can get in the 90s and the 100s here now because I've got an air conditioner now. And I know it's going to work if it gets that hot because it's brand freaking new. I saw my doctor's daughter. She said, doesn't it concern you that you may have cancer, et cetera, et cetera? I said, no. She was shocked. I've heard that, said Connie. Bashful says, have a good night, Les, and everyone in chat. Bashful, you have yourself a good night, hon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Cotton Clark says, I shouldn't be here breathing today, but here I am. Well, neither. Same here. It is 56 here tonight. Not a warm summer here. Yeah, it's been cool. But it's been temperatures have been low, but it's been humid. It's been humid. So it is 56 here tonight, not a warm summer. Yeah, we said there. Good night, Bashful. Connie said, my lungs have been hurting today. Like the lining of my lungs, it is weird. No fever, no cough. Girl, I'd be saying something. Anna Grissom says, I gained 3 pounds. I am underweight from staph last August. I remember when you had that last August. I remember that. But yeah, it just yeah, it's just really weird. If I'm diagnosed, I refuse chemo and radiation. My dad said if he had cancer, he didn't want to know. Well, really, dude, because you've had like how many cancer scares and you've had it taken care of, so really, you don't want to know? Please. I know my sister. I was telling Donna, and she knows my sister and everything, but better now, getting so much stronger. Good. My sister, she sat there. I sat there and watched her on Facebook saying, um, she said, I have lived through so much in my life. And she said, I've lived through all types of illnesses and even cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. And she said, I thank my family and this and that. So I write on there, when did you have cancer? And pissed her off. I was like, you never had fucking cancer? And Cheryl got so mad at me. I said, Cheryl, she called me up. She was cussing me out because I wrote that. And I was like, when did you have cancer? That girl, and I was there. She had a cone done. And whatever was going on up there, it didn't take. And what it was, Cheryl is like my mom. She had, oh wow, why did she say that? Because she swears she had cancer. That girl never saw an oncologist, never had a chemo pill, never had a chemo treatment, never had radiation. She never had none of it. I was there at the hospital. And so I told her that. I reminded her. I was like, when did you have fucking cancer? You had a cone done. She had the same thing as my mom. Their cycles were so bad. I mean, terrible. I won't get any grosser than that. They were extremely. I wouldn't have been able to handle it. And so that's what she had. And I said you needed a DNC. And but she ended up having a hysterectomy. I said, Cheryl Lee, you never once had cancer. There was no talk of freaking cancer. So last year, she went to the hospital, and my sister's always had high blood pressure, always. And she's had a heart murmur since she was young. And so she went in the hospital last year, and she told mom, and mom called me and said, your sister's in the hospital. She's had a heart attack. I went, what? So I finally get a hold of Cheryl. Finally. Les, I've had a heart attack. And I was like, what happened? I was at work, and she said, I just felt it in my chest, and they called the squad, and I've had a heart attack. I said, oh my God, Cheryl. I said, I said, I'll come up and visit. She said, Les, I just want to sleep. That's all I want to do. And I said, okay, I understand. Trust me, I understand. And I said, I'll be there tomorrow. And she said, okay. So I called to make sure she was awake. Thank God I called because she was discharged. I'm like, oh, okay. She was discharged the next morning. Okay. So I got a hold of her finally at home. I was like, Cheryl, you all right? Yeah, yeah. And I called mom and said, Cheryl's at home. Yes, she called me. I said, okay. I'm glad she called you. Didn't call me, but that's all right. And then I tried to get a hold of Cheryl for 2 days, and I couldn't. She wouldn't answer the phone, wouldn't call me back. I said, Mom, have you heard from Cheryl? She's not answering the phone. She said, yeah, she's at work. I said, what? She went back to work yesterday. Mom, she just supposedly had a heart attack. She did. And she went to work. Okay. So when did she have a heart attack? I said, because I guarantee you, she is not going back to work at the post office doing what she does if she just had a freaking heart attack. So my sister makes up all this shit, all of this shit. And I'm like, Cheryl, you have not had a hard life. Coffin Clark's like, my sister for sure. Yeah, when I was sitting in oncologist's office after my 2 heart attacks, the doctor came out, sat down with my med list, and said, I can't believe you're sitting here. Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. Melanoma is a horrible cancer and deadly, but it cannot get better than a stage 0. Hell yeah. Now, my dad's had cancer scares. Both of his parents died from cancer. It runs rampant on my dad's side. And so he's had 12 inches of his bowels cut out. He's had on his forehead, on his scalp, he's had the skin cancer cut, and he's fine. And he's had about 2 more procedures, and he's fine. But my sister's never had. I said, Cheryl, your worst thing is you have high freaking blood pressure, and now your hernia is back. That's the worst thing. I wish the worst thing in my life was a hernia. Just like my ex-best friend, still ill, finally had enough. Yeah. And so Donna said, she said, Grandma, why does Aunt Cheryl do this? And I said, because she's jealous. She said, jealous of what? And I said, because my second heart attack, my mom got me what we call a boo-boo prize. And my sister was mad about that. So now she's tired. She said she was tired of Mom worrying about me all the time. I said, those are the only things she's ever told me. What a dumbass excuse. I had a friend get pissed I didn't call her when I was flatlining. I looked at her and said, F you. I was gone. How the hell was I supposed to call you or anyone? Same here. Clark says, right, Coffin, says Connie. Coffin says, less women like you. And I just keep going, yeah. When we come to an ICU, shit, I might be sick and something may be wrong. Hell yeah. She says, there ain't a damn thing wrong with her. She loves the pity train. Exactly. My sister, she has not gone through anything. Sibling rivalry. Who wants to rival that? If Cheryl wants all this shit, let her have it. I'd rather go back to the energetic me that can pick up a Volkswagen. Guess some never outgrow it. No. It's a good thing I am the way I am. Really, honestly. My sister could not have lived my life. She could not have lived it. And there's several people who said that. Could pick up a Volkswagen. Yeah, I almost did. Yeah, really. When I was younger. The front end. I mean, the back end, not the front end. But, yeah, I'd rather be that person. Oh my God. Trust me, I was so hyper. I was so strong, so hyper. And I never bitched about working. Well, neither does Cheryl. I'll be honest with you. Cheryl and I, we know that's one thing I can say. About a couple of our bosses, yeah, but as far as actually going to work and stuff, I have to admit, neither one of us were bitchers. I never bitched about having to go to work. I just went to work and did my job. My 2 hospital trips I came to in ICU, still no clue. My daughter is strong as an ox, so I was too. I know my last 2 trips to the hospital, I told them, don't you dare put me on CCU. I said, I will walk home right now. Do not. I refuse to go to CCU. They're always charting. They're giving me my medicine, and I never get my medicine. I never get my shots. We fight about it all the freaking time. They make out my menus for me, and I was like, I don't eat fucking butter beans. But now they got room service, so I can call and make my own. You know, me, not so much. It's probably 14 years of softball. I want to play softball again. I do. I want to play sports again. I miss it so much. I used to call my sister and tell her I broke a toe, and a few weeks later, she claimed she broke her foot. I always was conning until the second heart attack. Yeah. Always having to outdo you, Coffin. Yeah, my sister's the same way. I can tell my mom, and the only reason why my mom gets concerned when I get a headache, because I don't get them often. I never, ever did. I never did. And if I tell mom I got a really bad headache, and when I tell my mom, growing up, especially when I was a teenager, if I told her I have a really bad headache, she knows it's killing me. Because like I would have a small one, I just lay down, no big problem. But if I tell her, Mom, I really have a kicking headache, and she'll like grab some Tylenol, Cheryl would come out with a migraine. If I tell my mom I had a migraine, Cheryl had an aneurysm. It's one of the things. Les and I must have the same sister. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. My sister is that way. She's like, she said, Mom's always worried about you. Well, before I had heart attacks, I had broken bones and shit. I mean, she had to take me to the hospital. I used to just sit and call and make shit up to my sister, then wait for her to be worse. You know what, Cop? I'm going to do that to Cheryl. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that to her. What am I going to say I'm going to have this time? I have to make it believable. She'll be like, I'll be like, Cheryl, I had a heart attack and I fainted. I was in the hospital for 3 days. Where were you? I didn't know. 2 weeks later, Les, I flatlined for 3 minutes. She always got on my last nerve. Oh my God, don't we just love our sisters? I know you are, because I can relate. I'm serious. Cheryl went to the doctor, and I would tell her, Cheryl, I went to the doctor and I fainted, and they couldn't wake me up for 10 minutes. Les, I had to go to the hospital. Why? Because I fell at work and they couldn't wake me up for an hour. And so they had to call the ambulance, and I flatlined for 3 minutes. I can see it. I can hear it now. Say it's your appendix. Colin Clark's like, do it. But my sister's always something wrong. Always something wrong with her. Wednesday are horrible at work, says Grissom. But Cheryl is always having, I don't feel good. I mean, even Cameron was like, I don't think my mom's ever been well a day in her life. Really, Cameron's even said that. She's always something wrong, always something wrong. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I got a headache. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, I'm in pain. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Look, Cheryl, there ain't a damn thing wrong with you. I'm sorry, I don't like my older sister at all. My sister's a year younger, but I think the thing that gets me is I love her to death. She is my sister. No matter what, she is my sister. And I love her. It's just not reciprocated. But I love her. She's the only sister I'll ever have. But it is funny because I don't, and she hates it when I don't make a big deal out of what's happening to her. Just like when she had her hysterectomy. Now, I checked on her. I went over to her house and I checked on her, and she said, on your way over, can you buy me this, this, and this? And I said, yeah, sure. Anything else you need? So I just went to the stores and I got her, I did my little errands, and we'd go over and, but I didn't make it like no big deal. I'm like, Cheryl, it's not like I said, Cheryl, the hysterectomies today aren't like they were 15, 20, 25 years ago. Girl, you were able to get up and walk within a week. Before, you were down for 6 weeks. So really, that's more reason to fake a sickness. I would do it to my little sis. Oh God. And so but there's always something wrong with her. She doesn't feel there's not a day in her life where she feels good. She always feels like shit. And I'm like, how can you live that? Sorry, but I can't stand that, Les. Me neither. Me neither. I don't see how people can live that way. I'm like, trust me, if I'm feeling good, I'm going to tell you, I feel good. Let's go do something. I don't even have to say a word. I'd be like, let's go. Where are we going? We're going out. I don't know yet. Dead serious. Like with my granddaughter. Me and Donna, we've been getting along so famously, but I was like, Donna, I need your assistance. And she's like, what are we going to do? Work. Can I bring my phone? You can bring your phone. I don't know of a teenager that can do anything without their phone. And so, they just know. And if I'm not in the best, if I'm not feeling the best, I'm just a little more sluggish. I'm like, just give me time, you know, I'll get there. Just give me time. It's going to take me a little longer. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing. But if I'm feeling really good, boom, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm doing whatever. And I don't see how people can every day, oh, I don't feel well. Oh, I get home from work, change my clothes, and gone. She comes home from work, she lays on the couch. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, and I'm like, she even did that here. She's done that all her life. All of her life. I'm like, oh, good God. My sister was never in any sports, so she never had any injuries from any sports whatsoever. My sister was not active. She never had a broken bone. She never had a sprained ankle. She never had a bad back. She never got hurt, except for one time. She was 9 years old, and she fell off the jungle gym at school, and they didn't have the pads. They just had cement, and she wore glasses. And her glasses broke and jammed above her. She's got a scar here. It jammed into her forehead right here. And I mean, she got cut bad. She really did. That's the only thing she's ever had. Did she let's see, Connie says, I know that is why I don't care if I have my phone with me or not. Yeah. Um that's the more reason to fake a sickness. I would do it to my sister. Yeah, sorry, but I can't say that, Les. Yeah, I know you can't. Tell you when we get there, yeah, I had a vaginal cysto. Doctor just reached in and yanked it all out. That's one way of putting it. I know that is why I don't care if I have my phone with me or not. I think it makes you feel better if you make yourself get out some. Yeah. Did she bust her chin? No, her glasses broken, got her right here. That is the only thing that my sister has had. Drama queens. They were queens before they were queens. Hell yeah. Rock and Stacy, hello. Les, darling, I didn't get to the mixing board today. That's okay, hon. Sorry, we'll get to it and call you. Our AC unit just shitted out and helping the old man out in the dark. Let Dar know. Talk to you later. I will, and trust me, I know about the AC. I just had one put in. You have a good night, sweetie. Bet she was going to be fine. No, she was 9 at the time, but boy, she loved the attention. I was like, damn, I just want to yank that bandage off your head. That's what I want to do. I said, can I take the bandage off? Crap. Helps if I push live chat. Yes, it would, Connie. I was like, I'm not seeing what Les is reading, duh. So that's the only thing my sister's ever had. Now, I love my sister, like I said. I know Copping can't say the same, but I do. I love my sister. Probably because I grew up with it and I understand it. Sometimes she really makes me angry, and she still does. But I know she's my sister and she's the only sibling I have. But that's the only thing. Now, me, I was telling someone the other day, I said, look, I've been on crutches 9. No. I've been on crutches 6 times, and total amount of busted up because I severely strained both of my ankles bad, and I was total 9 times in some sort of cast on my feet and ankle. As a matter of fact, the last time I twisted it, they said, "You do it again, you're going to have to be fused." And I said, "I refuse to be fused. It ain't happening. You're not going to fuse my ankles. It ain't happening." Um, that's so sweet. That is how I would feel being an only kid, very lonely. In 6th grade, I had to have glasses. Months later, she claimed she needed glasses. Oh, I don't know why somebody would want to have glasses. I've been wearing glasses since I was 4. People always say you were spoiled. You got anything you wanted except for a sibling. Yeah, yeah. But she is the only one I got. I'd rather have had a sibling than anything I wanted. Exactly. I always wanted a little brother. I said, "Mom, Dad, having a younger sister's fine, but don't you think it's time for a little brother?" Mom said, "Good God, Les." And Dad just started laughing. I said, "I'm just saying, you know." But all right, so total 9 times with my ankles. I've had um, two hairline fractures on, no, one or two hairline fractures on my ribs. I've had bruised ribs. I've cracked my head open, meaning I slid. I was riding my 10 speed down the street and I was standing up and I was flying down our road and the pedal broke off my 10 speed and down I went. And the neighbor said I slid about 3 or 4 feet on my head. I had a swollen ass noggin. Thank God it wasn't cracked open or nothing like that. It hurt like hell. My parents never did take me to the hospital. They just put ice on it, made sure I stayed awake. And wouldn't you know, a few days later, I went to Cedar Point and rode roller coasters. I didn't care. I did not give a shit. I was like, I'm going. My wrists, I can't tell you. Um, I've had a cast from my right hand, from the middle of my fingers all the way up to here. I've had casts on air casts on both of them. I've broken both of these fingers. Um, let's see what else. I've been attacked and I have a scar here. I think I told you all about that. Let's see what else. And it bruised the whole hell's. I mean, just this little one, and I have a scar. It's just right underneath my eyebrow, and it just bruised the hell outside my face back, and it hurt behind my ear. Let's see what else. I mean, all this shit. My sister would not have survived it. Not to mention the sports injuries. My back. Oh my God. The knees. Everything. My hands. You name it. They should have just named a room after me at the hospital. Really. That and the doctor's office. Connie says, "Look, I don't want to work tonight." I know the feeling. Rub some dirt on it and shake it off. He was a good dad, as good as he could be, but a bunch of kids. Nope. Shoot, my dad was less than thrilled when I was born. All. Yeah, I've had a lot of battle wounds. Dead serious. And then, of course, you got the health issues now. My sister would not have survived it. Would not have survived. We thought Cameron, and I know he's a diabetic, a juvenile but diabetic, and it's going to present itself because when he was 4, I was taking his sugar one day while I was taking Ian's, and Ian was crying, and no, I don't want it. And Cameron's like, "Ian, it's just that easy." So I took his sugar, and his sugar was 198. And I'm like, okay, there's something wrong here. And I said, well, we just ate dinner an hour ago, but it should never get to 198. And every time I took a sugar, it was high. And the quack doctor that my mom had Cheryl take him to, because he was a friend of theirs and he was from New York, said, "What are you trying to do? Poke the kid to death?" I said, "Look, I called Children's Hospital. We just did what they told us to do." So Cheryl thought he was diabetic. So when his sugar, and we called children's and this and that and told us what to do and for so long and then see a doctor. Cheryl gave me Cameron when he was 4. And she said, Les, you take care of him. I can't do it. See, Connie said what my mom told me was, oh, wait, Anna says sprained each ankle 5 times, dislocated my elbow, and had a hole in my head. Nothing hurt worse than a cracked rib. I'm telling you, you can't breathe or nothing. But I had hairline. But I'm telling you, even bruised ribs, you can't breathe. It hurt like a bitch. And I did that ramping my bike. Sorry. I did. I ramped my bike. My bike went one way. I decided to go ahead her. I said what my mom told me was that when he found out she was pregnant, they went skating and that he knocked her skates out from under her on purpose. I was like, gee, Mom, thanks. Oh, God. Colin Clark said, my left wrist and left ankle are both fused with screws and plates. Bad thing about breaks is that you develop arthritis in the joints and have pain for years. Yeah. Can always tell when it's going to rain. Yes, you can. Oh, I know I can. I know, huh, Connie? Yeah. But you live through it. I lived through it. My mom, she just bitches. My sister doesn't know. My sister does not know. She does not know. She doesn't know what it's like to have major back pain, although she says she does. But girl's never had a back injury. She's never even had a sprained back. Nothing. My sister does not know what it's like. She's just tired. And I'm like, well, apparently you're doing something wrong. My rib was poking out. Oh, no way. Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. No, I had a hairline on my rib, so that number doesn't work for messaging. If you can get to my Gmail, write me at LEZ'SLounge@gmail.com. LEZ'SLoung, all one word, at gmail.com. Have had low back surgery. I remember that pain. Like a hot poker stabbing me in the lady bits. I was literally writhing in pain. Oh, wow. Sub to you. On your channel, Judith? Then I had surgery that was over 30 years ago, and I will have an occasional flare-up, but it never lasts for more than a day. Connie says, but have had 2 neck surgeries and need a third one, and I refuse. Oh, yeah, I would refuse. Literally, I would refuse. I'd go to a chiropractor first. Judith, I'm already subscribed to your channel. I'm already subscribed. Let's see, Cotton Clark on this side. I have a rib that crosses over the others, and when it does, I'm screaming. Oh, yeah, those are the worst. Those are the worst. Anna Grissom had to work with that damn cracked rib thing, lifting heavy, and can still, and still bitter about that. Hell yeah. Right, Liz? Maybe that is why I walk all hunched over like an old lady. Let me look. It may not be public. Connie says, ouch with the rib pain. Oh, yeah. Connie, I have those days. Sorry, Copen. It's hell. Yeah. When those ribs do their thing, oh, my God, it's hell. I have steroid shots every 3 months, and it's helped. I'm thinking about, speaking of neck and everything, and me saying I'd go to a chiropractor. Um, it's time to start them again. Sorry, Connie, says Anna. I have been really watching and learning about different types of chiropractic medicine. And one of the methods I like is the Gonstead method, and there's plenty of them that are doing it now. So I want to go to a chiropractor that does the Gonstead method because I really want my neck and my lower back to feeling good again. And so I'm thinking about actually going. And if it works for me, I'll let you guys know. But I've been looking, so I need to find someone around here. Anna, through it all, I'm up and going every day and always seem to be grateful for life. Hell yeah. But that method, the Gonstead method, of chiropractic medicine, I mean, they're doing it all over the world, and it's saving people thousands and thousands of dollars with surgery. Like, they can fix, like, if you have a deviated septum, boom, they fix it right then and there. You don't need to go through surgery. They can fix it. If you have tingling or back pain, um, tingling in your feet, weakness, whatever, it doesn't matter. They have really come a long way, and it might take 3 or 4 sessions to get everything, because you do your initial, and then you let your spine heal, and he encourages walking. They'll encourage you to walk. You have to walk, and then they'll do another section. And once you're straightened out, you're straightened out. And they've helped people with scoliosis. They've helped people with um, chronic pain in their necks and backs. I mean, they go through the whole gamut. Shit, we all falling apart, but still going. Hell yeah. Um, so pray you get stronger, everyone. Hell yeah, we're strong now. Uh, They was. Connie says, I need to get myself to an orthopedic doctor about why I'm all hunched over and cannot walk much at all. I have to take scooters when I shop now. I have zero stamina. I'm telling you, go see a chiropractor that can do the Gonstead method. And that's what I'm doing. I'm searching for the closest one that does the Gonstead method because I've seen the miracles that they have worked. And even people who have problems with walking, meaning like like if there's something wrong with your walking, they've helped knee put their knee back in the right place. People who've had their shoulder or elbow dislocated and the doctors couldn't put it in right away, they do it, boom, the people are feeling better. You're in the Houston area, so I am sure there's about 5 of them in Texas, and I think one of them is in Houston. Liz, how do you spell that? Oh, all right. What, the Gonstead? It's the Gonstead. Look up. His name is Dr. Rahim. He's a damn good one. Let me see. He's usually on my. There it is. Dr. Rahim. He has his channel, Dr. Rahim Gonstead Chiropractic. So I'll write that in there. Doctor, I like him. You know what? I think, let me try to put the link. This is just to one of his videos. No, wait. Let me see if I can get to his actual. All right. This is his actual. Um, this is his actual YouTube. Now he's one of them. There's a guy I also like. He's in Australia. There's the link to his homepage um, on YouTube. So, and they, with the Gonstead, they take MRIs. They'll take MRIs and X-rays of from your head all the way down to your pelvis, and they'll tell you what's wrong with you. And actually, there's one chiropractor right across the freeway from me that does the Gonstead method. Very cool. Thanks, Les. Check it out for yourself. I want you to check it out. But I'm telling you, that's who I'm looking for. That's who I'm looking for near me. And I'm thinking about going because Wonder Woman, hello, because they have done miracles for people with that method. And so, yeah, I knew there was one in Houston. I can't remember his name, but I know there's one at the office. I know there's an office in Houston, which is, like you said, right across the freeway. So there you go. But watch his videos. There's other ones. There's one, Dr. Ian. He's in Australia. He does Gonstead. Oh my God. He's a miracle worker himself. And these doctors actually go to other countries and help people. There's no need for surgery sometimes. And I know a friend of mine, she would go see a chiropractor who was very, very good. The lady chiropractor, I can't remember. I think, no, it's not Hamilton. I forget her name. She was actually the chiropractor for the United States aerobics team, and I subscribe to his channel. Good, because I do. Well, anyway, she's very, very good. But she even said people don't realize a lot of illnesses can be helped just by straightening your spine. Your back is what holds you up and is your main thing. And I've always listened to her on that. But when I started seeing the Gonstead method, oh my God, the things they have done. There's things that people who said that their doctors has either suggested surgery or said there's nothing more they can do, would go there and they were fixed. They were amazed. They have people flying in from out of country to go to him, Dr. Rahim. But they also have people flying from one kid flew from the United States to Australia to see Dr. Ian. I think his channel is chiropractic. Let me look. Whoops. I had we ought to watch one. But usually if where's Dr. Ian? But there's few. There's like Dr. Rahim's in California, I think. There's quite a few in California, in Texas, and no, I can't find Dr. Ian. But he does the same thing Dr. Rahim does. And trust me, some of the stuff they do is just out of this world. Really. There's a Gonstead Method Clinic in Columbus. How far are you from there? That is just a hop, skip, and jump. Awesome. Thank you, Sari. It's just called Dr. Sarah. It's just called Dr. Ian. I think the name of the channel itself is Chiro, Chiro, and I cannot remember the channel name, but his doctor's name is Dr. Ian. Um, LEZ'S. Unfortunately, I have scoliosis in my back, so one side is always trying to compensate for the other. And Dr. Rahim deals with that. He has so many scoliosis patients. He does a lot of scoliosis, and because of the one side, the other side compensating, he fixes that. He fixes it. Well, this has been the best. I laughed so hard, but now I go to bed. Oh, I'll cop in court tomorrow and out. So good night, all. Good night, Coppin, and I'll get your stuff in the mail tomorrow. You have a good night. One of my Facebook friends took her grandson for an adjustment before he was a week old. He did not enjoy it. Well, of course not. I wouldn't either if I wasn't a week old. But I'm telling you what, as an adult, I'm going to love it. And thank you, Sarah, for looking that up. But it's Chiro. Usually, if I'm watching Dr. Rahim, his comes up on my suggestions, but it hasn't. But he's another one I love to watch him. Wonder Woman. Does Yaba come in here? No. I don't. I think she's only been in here twice. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can find Dr. Ian. All right, here it is. Cairo Core. All right, let me give you the homepage for Dr. Ian. That's his name is Ian. Everybody just calls him Dr. Ian. And this is the other one, Cairo Core. This one is the one from Australia. It's all good, Les. No rush. Night all. You have a good night, Coppin, hon. Sarah says she swore that a chiro cured her daughter's chronic ear infections. What ifs the daughter was adopted out of foster care around age? Yeah, Dr. Rahim will fix your ears too. He does this. He'll fix your grip and everything. He'll fix your elbows and everything right there. He just throws that in there. He does that with everybody. But what he does is it's very entertaining because especially with Dr. Rahim, because he shows you every single aspect from the films, the MRI or the X-rays. Dr. Ian uses MRIs, and I love this high-tech stuff that they do. Night, Les. Thank you. I subscribe to both. Well, you're welcome, Kaylee, and thank you. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? There I am. No. Hmm. Okay, you can hear me now? Alrighty. You can hear me even though I'm buffering? Can you hear me even though I'm buffering? Alright, even I'm seeing that I'm... Ooh. I'm showing that I'm buffering. Oh, okay. You guys, I just read a memo. Listen to this. Hangouts on Air is going away later this year. For quick streaming, try, and I have to click on this thing. But you guys, I knew it. I told you. I knew it. YouTube told Google, you do something with those Hangouts. They're going away. So, but I'm going to see what's going to happen with the other. I got to click on that thing and find out what's going on. So yeah, Google Hangouts is going away later this year. Wow. 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 So, wow. I'm just shocked right now. Wow. I have to click on something. I got to click that says try for fast streaming. So I'm going to see what alternative they're giving. I will still have the option through OBS. I honestly don't really need YouTube. I mean, Hangouts to do live streams. Oh my god, I am buffering bad. I don't know why I keep buffering. Can you guys still hear me? I am showing I am buffering bad. Hold on. Okay. I'm not. Can you guys see me? Okay, because I am showing I am buffering really, really bad. So there's no buffering on you guys' end, right? Okay, because mine is super bad. Well, I'll just keep going, and if you guys can't hear me or see me, then you just start typing, I can't see you, or you're buffering really bad. You went off for about 30 seconds. Something may be going locally on your end. Probably. Probably. So, well, anyway. So this Gonstead chiropractic I just love. So thanks to Sarah, there's a place in Columbus that does do the Gonstead method. Because I really want my neck and my lower back to feel better. And I think with that, that'll help with my walking and stuff. So I've just had so many injuries. It's just getting me while I'm old. But I was the athlete of the family, so I was always doing something. Active beyond belief. But so yeah. Well, anyway, um, Jude, if you can get me your address on and send it to my Gmail, that would be fantastic. What's the difference in the Gonstead method and others? Apparently, the Gonstead method is a little more aggressive, but not aggressive. What they do is they actually take all kinds of readings, and they not only do MRIs or um, X-rays of your back. They want to know everything about, like, if you've had injuries, what the problem is, what it started, this and that. Then they do an actual another reading using this handheld gauge on your between your cervical all the way down to your sacrum, and they can guess. They don't guess. They can tell where fluctuations in your discs, or not discs, the actual spinal cord in the bones, I should say, in the spinal column. And what they do is they have like 3 or 4 different methods for everything that they do, and they they figure out what the actual problem is. Um, and like if you have a problem with walking or your body shifting, because they do, like I said, like Dr. Rahim does um, a lot of scoliosis patients, and uh, and those who have scoliosis knows that it can be painful. Um, and so, but he has a lot of scoliosis, and they really get into who you are, and they're like, you can't fix anything up in the shoulders unless you have a good foundation, which is your lower spine. And so they make sure everything that they're measuring, depending on where it is, of where they start treating and how they treat you. And so, whereas a regular chiropractor will find what's wrong and just try to treat that area, they treat the whole. Like if you have a problem up in like your thoracic, say you have a T2 problem, which is around your shoulders. T2, T3, T4 is around your shoulder area, and but they don't treat that area. They treat the whole thing, and depending on what's causing that is what they'll treat it, as how they go about treating it. And sometimes the problem really isn't at your your T2, 3, or 4, which is your thoracic 2 or 3 and 4. Sometimes it's down in the sacrum. So they'll adjust the sacrum and it straightens up the thoracic. It's just something you need to watch to understand. And they have saved so many people thousands of dollars in surgery. And it's not, it's one of those things where some people go to them for the last resort. Some of them go after they've had surgery and say it's not working. You know, so it's like my friend Michelle, when she went, the chiropractor treated just that area, where Gonstead treats all of you. All of you. And it was created by Dr. Gonstead, who was a chiropractor. And actually, it's really starting to give the chiropractic medicine some credence. I was active till 13, then I got fat. Oh my God, Anna. So it's really giving the chiropractic medicine credence, because before people thought chiropractic medicine was a bunch of quacks, but they're not. They never were. They never were. But I know people who have been to chiropractors 30, 35 years ago who said, once you go to a chiropractor, you got to keep going to keep yourself aligned. And this isn't how Gonstead works. It's to fix you. Now, it's not an end-all, be-all of all things, but it will put you on the right track. And some people, like I said, if you have a deviated septum, he'll fix it right then and there. Well, right there is $5,000 worth of surgery you didn't have to have. People have problems in their neck, and they say, you need neck surgery. He can fix it. He's like, you don't need this, not right now anyway. I mean, they're very honest. They're like, not right now, you don't need it, but we can work this. Or they'll tell you, we may not be able to work this, but he said, we'll try to give you some relief. I mean, they're very honest about it, but they treat the whole body rather than just that one area, which is what I like. Can you guys see me at all? Because I have a black screen, but yet, but this one, I can see myself. You're still there? Okay, then I won't pay attention to what is showing over here. You're still here. Okay, thank you. LEZ'S, thanks for that information. I will see if any chiros around me practice that method. I just like the way it's done, and I'm impressed with it. I really am. I really, really am. So, and thanks to Sarah, she went and looked, and there's one in Columbus. So, yay! It must be on your end yet, Les. Yeah. Yeah. But I just for me, if I can get help without surgery, I'm going to do it. I've seen them work wonders on people's legs, their feet. They're honestly, I've seen them work wonders on people's necks. I've seen them work wonders with scoliosis. That's what impressed me. I'm like, how the hell is he going to fix this person? This person's got scoliosis. Because my friend Kelly Colangelo has it. She'd be much taller. She's like 5'10" or 11. She'd be over 6 foot. She didn't have scoliosis. My mom said it was because they didn't make us have PE. I had PE. Little Miss. I just love her. Little Miss, when are you ever going to come back on panel with me? I just love the hell out of you. I do. I love the hell out of her. Nobody better piss with my little miss. I'm telling you. I don't like that. I just love her. but but he does. He fixes people with scoliosis. I'm not saying he fixes the scoliosis, but he'll fix the little miss when I'm dressed. Okay, when you're dressed, all right. That is fair. But people with scoliosis, I was like, how's he going to fix him or fix her? You know, and he's like, you got scoliosis. You know, we know that. We see this right here. So this is what's happening. You know, your scoliosis is making your body shift to the left. So, but we got to work on the right. And he checks your pelvis. He makes you walk. He sees how you're walking. I mean, they really go through a lot before they actually try to work on you. And you can see, I mean, he does a lot of things before he starts the actual work on you. Oh, if it gets there, not sure if I did it right. Fingers crossed. Okay, hon. I will check it in 1 second. One of my hips and one of my shoulders are higher than the other. One shoulder blade also protrudes a lot more. I lived with this for decades. Sea lust, I've seen him fix that. In patients with scoliosis, I've seen him fix it. And you can see it. I had my son adjusted when he was 3. Dr. Ian has done little kids. He's done little ones that young. And sometimes they, people think, oh, yeah, right, a 3-year-old, but sometimes they need it, you know? But I've seen that, Silas. I've seen him fix. Because he'll show you. He'll say, look. He'll say the glutes, one is higher than the other, and it's also flatter than the other. And he'll fix that. I've seen him do the shoulder blades because he'll go up and say, look, one shoulder blade is higher and out. I've seen him do the shoulders. People with scoliosis, I've seen it. If you watch him, you'll see it. And he started talking. Oh, awesome. Awesome. He's done the ears. People with chronic migraine, he's fixed them. As a matter of fact, there was a lady who went into, I think, Dr. Ian, and she was in the middle of a migraine. And boom, she was walking and handled the light. And the next morning, she came in, and it was his day off, and she said, I'm fine. She said, it went away. I slept. I got to sleep, And there was another one. I love watching them, like when they come in with walkers and they can't walk because of their hips or their back was killing them. And by the end of the first session, they're able to walk, and then they come in. I'm like, they'll skip a day and then do something because he wants them to walk as much as possible. And I think I need to get an airplane ticket. Yeah, it's just, I love it when they can come in barely walking and they walk out, and then they come back for their next visit. They get a little bit more adjustment, and by the third adjustment, they're walking just fine. There was this kid that flew from here to Australia to see Dr. Ian, and the kid was hunched over. His dad took him, and the kid was hunched over, could barely walk. And by the time Dr. Ian was done with him, I think his total treatment took 2 weeks. The kid was walking straight. I mean, we didn't realize he was as tall as he was, and walking straight, but you can see him. He was in pure pain. He was hunched over, and he was messed up. And after about, I think he was there 2 weeks. I know he was there at least a week. And by the time he was done, he was like taller than his dad. He was taller than Dr. Ian. And I was like, He's healed. Dr. Ian has helped athletes that were in wheelchairs. They had to get around in wheelchairs. Not anymore. He's fixed them. Dr. Rahim has helped. And I love it because they really are in it for the love of chiropractic medicine, helping people. They are in it for that. They truly are. But it, like for Dr. Rahim, I think it takes 2 months to get into him. It takes about 2 months, which is quicker than my doctor trying to get into a new specialist. Well, 4 or 5 months down the road, we can get you an appointment. It's the wonders. And I was actually going to do a whole thing on chiropractic medicine and the differences between them and what they do and how they've really come a long way and how they really help. And it has saved people surgery. It really has. That's why I'm going to get no freaking surgery. There ain't no way. No. I will never have surgery done on my back. No. Never. Nope. And I've had back problems for a long time. Many, many, many years. That's from playing football and basketball and volleyball. Not so much softball. But like right now, my back is killing me. It truly is. But you just learn to live with it. Just learn to live with it, you know. It could be worse. I've had worse. To where I couldn't walk, hunched over. But yeah, Dr. Rahim is chiropractic covered by Medicare Part B. That I'm not 100% sure of. I think wait, Celeste. Wait. My mom had to go see a chiropractor because she has rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia. And she went. And I think they paid 80%. I think they paid 80% of it. Jeffrey Taddeo, Les, you need to do a show where you talk about your favorite movies and the ones you hate. I can do that. I can do that. My favorite movie, I think, of all time is Silence of the Lambs. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I really am more of a psychological thriller, mystery, sci-fi, fantasy. But one of my favorite movies, and it's probably the only one that's not one of them, is Annie Mane. I just love that. The one with Rosalind Russell. That's the only one I think that's not in that genre that I really love. I really love that movie. And Passion of the Christ, of course. I love that movie. Hi, Jeffrey. Going to see Secret Life of Pets tomorrow. Awesome. Love that. Put the lotion on the skin. Yep. Put the lotion on the skin. Put the lotion in the basket. Silence of the Lambs, one of only 3 films to win Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. Really, I love Silence of the Lambs. I really do. Medicare doesn't cover chiropractic care, but not all does cover chiropractic care, but not all doctors take it. That is true. That is true. My mom's just with hers just happens to cover 80% of it. That's the red, white, and blue card, right? Because I have the red, white, and blue card, and then I have to pay for my own insurance above that. So, I'm sure if I went, one or the other insurance would take it. Judith, welcome back. So I figure Either insurance would take it. Anna, you should go see Late Night with Emma Thompson and Mindy Kaling. Very good. I love Emma Thompson. Oh my God, I love her. She is just a sassy little thing, isn't she? I love Emma Thompson. Her little British ass self. Alrighty, let's see. All right, let me go check my Gmail. They would probably bill Medicare first and the balance to your other insurance. Yeah, probably. But if they're doing Gonstead, I don't know. I would sell my house. I'm not kidding you. I would sell my house. I wouldn't care. I'd sell my grandkids. Okay, I got it, Judith. So I'll get yours done and send it out tomorrow too. Yeah. They probably would. I had a friend in college in the early 1990s and went to all of their movies. Then she divorced Kenneth Branagh, remarried, had a kid or two, and wasn't very active for a while. Jesus says, "Yay, my first email." Yep, it went through, honey. It went through. Linnell Sorg, hello. How are you? And now Emma Thompson is back. I just think she's great. I think she's great. I did not know at first that Emma Thompson was that one weird teacher in Harry Potter. I did not know. Don't know much about that movie, but love Emma Thompson. Now, I loved her as Nanny McPhee, and that reminds me of the fact that Nanny McPhee, when Emma Thompson did that, she enlisted, or she went and spoke with Angela Lansbury herself and asked her to be in that movie because Angela Lansbury's husband passed away. Of course, they've been married for like what, 50 years, 50 some years. And so she brought Angela Lansbury out of that slump and depression. Please don't lose it. I'll never do that again. That was stressful. Oh, Judith, I won't lose it. You did just fantastic, Judith. You did fantastic. Wait till I write you back. So they did a thing, they went from Emma Thompson to Angela Lansbury. And I love Angela Lansbury. And of course, my favorite, everybody knows her as, on Murder, She Wrote, but I didn't put two and two together, but Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I mean, that's a classic. That's a classic. And so, but Angela Lansbury is just a wonderful soul to begin with. But Emma Thompson, I think, I'm like, girl, you can talk to me all day. I think you're funny as heck. Dead serious. Oh my. Yeah, Emma Thompson is back. That's true. And Jesus going, oh Lord. Sarah Angela Lansbury's daughter ran away as a teenager and got mixed up in the Manson family. Yeah. Yeah. But it's like Angela said, we're a normal family. Things, things aren't always perfect and stuff, but she loves her daughter. You know, she loves her son. And I think she only had two. And so, but she quit acting for a while too. Did Emma Thompson play on Men in Black? I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't seen it in so long. Men in Black. I haven't seen that in so long, and I totally almost forget what the movie's about. Do you know there's a Men in Black 4 coming out soon? That just reminded me. The daughter eventually got her life together, and AFA, like, he didn't commit any crimes. She just hung with some of them. Oh, good. She didn't commit any of the crimes. Yeah. She's, it's the Manson family. I don't know. Did Emma Thompson y'all play in Men in Black? I have no idea. None. Here come the Men in Black. The third one, if I'm right, but they say part 4 isn't that good. Really? Yeah, I haven't seen part 4. Is it out yet? I thought it was coming soon. Good God, I don't even remember the third one, if I even saw it. I'll be honest with you. I remember watching the first one, and I think I remember what it's all about. But Emma Thompson was in the third one. Okay, if you're right. Yeah, they're doing remakes. There's another remake they're doing a movie. They're doing another movie remake of another movie. From back then, I can't remember the name of that. I'm like, come on, people. There's just some movies and shows they don't need to revise. There really isn't. You know, they just don't need to revise them. They don't need to remake them. They don't need to do anything with them. It's just they don't need to piss with them. Some are classics for a reason. They're classic. Aladdin and Lion King. They're redoing those too? Why? The Lion King was perfect the way it was. And Aladdin? Really? They're redoing Scarface? Oh my God, these are movies I didn't even know. Say hello to my little friend. And look, Al Pacino was perfect in that. Why is my granddaughter still up? I don't care if she is 17. Just kidding. I'll be dip. Perfection. Yeah. They don't need to remake these things. Will Smith comes out in Aladdin. Oh my God. The early 1980s Scarface was a remake itself. The original was from the 1930s and was about bootleggers. Okay, so, all right, 1980 Scarface was perfect. They don't need to do it again. They don't need to do it again. See, you guys, you learn something new every day. This is why we talk. We all know a little bit of something. We really do. We all know a little bit of something. So, they don't need to be remaking these movies. Those ones I didn't even know about. All right. was just seeing. Okay. Full Frontal with Samantha B. Just uploaded. Okay. Chris. Oh my God, Les. My girlfriend is amazing. She got me a microwave and put a mini fridge in my gaming room for Father's Day. She is so awesome. Oh, that is so sweet. That is awesome. Awesome. Chris, when are we going to work together next? I know you only got 1 day a week. I know you do. I'm not in any hurry. That is awesome. Your girlfriend's so sweet to you. You know, they won't put no daggone mini fridge and a microwave in my little office. Of course, I don't know where they'd put it. I really don't know where they would put it. I really don't. I'm about ready to take all this and put it in the back bedroom. That opening song playing while the Cubans were on that boat was totally the bomb. I always turn up the volume and blast the speakers. Yeah. Let's see. What else? What ones were they making that I couldn't believe? Beetlejuice. Kenzie says, hi, Les. Hi, Kenzie. I hope you're having a good night, sweetie. They're redoing Beetlejuice. Now, what I want to know is Michael Keaton going to have any part in Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice was perfect the way it was. Besides, there's nothing more classic than watching Dick Cavett stick his ass up in the air at the dinner table dancing. Literally, that was funny. Dick Cavett. You never guess. And these young kids of today is like, who the hell is Dick Cavett? You gotta know. But that was pure perfection to begin with. Let's see, what's another one they're coming out remaking that I couldn't believe? Oh, yeah, I can't watch my movies. My DVD player finally took a dump. I'm the same way about remakes of songs. Some are good, some are bad. She says she's having a good night. Awesome. Awesome. So now I gotta go to the store and get me a new DVD player. See, let's don't like song remakes. It just depends. Well, you know, Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, is a Dolly Parton song. Okay, we all know that. I like both versions. You know, Whitney did good with the remake on that one. But I like Dolly's version too. That's the song that I sing is Dolly's version. I don't sing Whitney's because I'm not a diva. And I don't have the voice anymore. Which I love me some Dolly Parton anyway, as a songstress, as a human being. I still want to meet Loretta Lynn before she passes away and before I pass away. I want to meet Loretta Lynn. I've always wanted to meet Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton. And if I can ever meet Winona Judd, that would just be perfect. Don't they have to pay out royalties on remakes? Oh, yeah, they have to pay in order to record them. And then the original artist gets so much money off the royalties on it. But you have to pay the original writer without the crack and cocaine either. Let's Wonder Woman's still here, yes. Yes, and without the crack and cocaine, yeah. Crack is whack. It's because you have too much money. You just did straight up coke. Crack is whack. Sitting there on an interview, half sweating, your wig all crooked. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if I could meet Winona Judd. That would be awesome. They say she's approachable. They say Naomi, the mom, is not approachable, and there's no way. You guys, I know everybody loves the pupils the size of golf balls. Yeah, she was. You know damn well that girl was high during that interview. I'm telling you. I would like to meet Loretta too. Love coal miner's daughter. I might be ignorant, but I ain't stupid. That's right. Yep. I was born to be a coal miner's daughter. Born raised down in Butcher Holler. We was poor, but we had love. That's the one thing my mama made sure of. Daddy made sure of, or something like that. She said it coal just to make a poor man's dollar. Loretta Plantation is wanted. Haunted. Yeah, Loretta's. I was going to say, do you mean haunted? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. She was talking years ago. She was doing a interview and she was talking about that. I'm like, oh my. Anna Grissom, I love cocaine. Oh, I can't say that I do. Her son died on there as well. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, I didn't know that. That is so sad. For any parent to outlive their child, it's cruel. Cruel, cruel, cruel. Um, well, y'all, it's past my time. And I want to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank everyone for being here and participating or even listening. He mentioned he saw a preacher man came to him the day before. It was a ghost. Oh my God. Never did drugs in my life and never will. Seen it do so much bad to people. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. Good night. See you later and keep us posted on the Cairo adventure. Yeah, I'm Zorg. Hello. I am going to, when I decide to go, I will let y'all know how it goes when I decide to go. I've really been thinking about it for months. Really, really, really have. But thank you all for being here so much. I'm going to try to be here again tomorrow night. Um, I'm going to try. There's a lot going on. You have a sweetheart, Les. Oh, well, thank you, Celeste. I appreciate it. Night, Les, and all. Till next time, take care, Les. I will. You guys too. And like I said, I'm going to try to be here again tomorrow night. So everybody have a great night and a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye.